Oh shit. Yo, I
We
have to
ready.
make the one with the longer version.
Yes.
I keep forgetting to do that song. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good
Good
morning. What's
morning.
today? Monday.
Yes,
Remember
it's
that?
Monday, March something.
Good morning, YouTube. Remember that? The movie Good
Mhm.
Morning, Robin Williams. What was it? Good Morning Vietnam? Is that
Something
the
like
name
that.
of
Good
it?
morning, Vietnam. That's how they
Yeah,
used to say all
he's
the radio
Good
stations.
Morning Vietnam. What's going on, y'all? We got Hannibal's Lawn Service. We got Fork Sniffers Anonymous. We got Pagan Ways.
Don't skip my comment.
I mean, get out, Miss Parker. Fola Fola. Good. Oh, that's good. Good morning, Basement Bitches.
There it is. All you bitches. Y'all done spent all your income tax money. I bet you broke hoes. Everybody got a lace front now, huh? You broke bitches.
Kayla Marie was going on. We got Fit and Curvy here. Randall Gary, he won a Grammy for the comedy bits in that film.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a classic. I remember that. Movie. We must have watched it so many times because my sister, my brothers were like Robin Williams fans. The captain is on the loose. Good morning, Fork Sniffers Anonymous. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. The
Hell
captain
yeah.
is on
Thank
the
you.
loose
Thank you.
this morning. See that was going on. Good morning. Off to teach the kiddos. All right. Hope they have a great day along with yourself. We got intense chirps. We got Cassie, got Barrow with the
Burr.
pandas. Barrow. Man, I gotta add some more pandas to my to more panda plushies to my wish list, yo. I want
Yeah,
some
Nova
panda
wants
plushies. Give me
pandas for
some
some reason
big
because she's
panda
racist. She's racist as fuck. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The only reason she wants pandas is so she can surround herself with
plushies.
what she thinks black people look like, and it's fucked up. You know what I mean? If you guys look at my avatar, Nova made this, and she makes me use this for these streams because she's a racist bitch. You know what I mean?
We be having
She
me as
calls me a trash
backstage.
panda. Yeah, she
You
calls me
having
a
me.
trash panda all the time. It's horrible.
PTM is going on. Casual Mouse. We got Lindsay, Queen Peas, Pagan Ways.
Mm.
Yeah,
Not Sam's merchandise. Y'all need to be buying our merchandise with tax money. God damn it!
exactly. Like we need to be getting our y'all need to be getting our merchandise, which we gotta create at some point.
I need to make us some basement bitty tinnies, like because I made the petty fam tinnies, and I think
Yeah.
I want to say like 20 people got the petty fam tinnies.
Mm.
Hannibal, I'm sorry, Monty designed them, and then I just put them together and everything. But we got to do some bitty tinnies. I think that would be cute. Itty bitty titties, itty bitty ditty titties, shoes. I
Any
don't know. We're gonna do
itty
something.
bitty, yeah, itty bitty bitties, tennies.
There you go, tinnies. Yeah, itty bitty tinnies.
Say that fast 5 times.
Did I start this job? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So excited. Super excited. And I told you I got a book I'm trying to finish by the end of the year. So I will keep y'all posted on that. Super excited. What's the book about? Shitting on the floor, as we do. The name of the book is Shit on the Floor, and it is an in-depth look at racism in America as seen through the eyes of a racist woman who hangs out with Puerto Ricans. It's an amazing story. And I'm so excited to share it with y'all. It comes from my heart.
You're so stupid, I swear. You know, oh my god.
That's
You know
okay.
what's
Nobody's
going
taking me
on?
serious. They
I'm
do that.
I'm making fantasy merch for all of Girl World for our next stream. Any ideas what you both want or anybody else? Oh, what
Ooh.
fantasy merch? That's kind of
Okay, so
dope.
here's one. Okay, a jar of dingleberries, I think is a thing that you can make for
Oh
everyone.
no.
You're telling me right now, Nova, you
No,
don't
drawer
want
chicken, drawer chicken.
a little drawer like a mini drawer chicken.
Yeah, a drawer chicken.
I was
So
so
you
mad when I saw that shit. I was like, bitch, did you just pull a bucket of chicken?
can- oh yeah, BGTV is having an 11 a.m. premiere. Go in BGTV's chat and leave cake farts in his chat on
Yes.
behalf of the biddies.
Yeah, tell him to stop stepping on our motherfucking toes. He knew that we were doing this, but he don't have no
We do this
respect,
every
okay?
motherfucking day.
Every motherfucking day. And here he go talking about I didn't know y'all was streaming. But he the main one talking about motherfuckers stepping on toes. Where your toes at, nigga? Where your toes
What kind of fantasy we talking about? I don't. What does that? If that's your kink, I'll do you and Salah, his and hers.
his
Draw chicken? His and hers
I think
draw. Oh,
his and her
dingleberries.
dingleberries. Yeah, I think dingleberry
Um,
jars. Because I mean, everybody needs a jar of dingleberries. You never know when you want to keep them. I guess. Like I don't know what they're for
I
yet, but I
guess
know that somebody has them. I think it's some voodoo shit, to be honest.
it
I don't,
definitely is some voodoo shit. Nobody's walking around with dingleberries if it ain't voodoo shit.
if it ain't voodoo, right? Like it
I don't
has
know
to
what
be.
I don't know what the spell is necessarily, but it
You
gotta
got to
be
be
something.
fucking with demons. Yeah, you got to be
Yeah, it
communing with
gotta be
demons on
something.
some shit like
There's
that.
no fucking way you walk around with dingleberries and you ain't got no demons in your back pocket. Like, what my wildest dreams better come true? I'm walking around with fucking dingleberries. You know what I mean? World
I'm on the cover of
domination.
Vogue. Yeah.
World domination.
They did
Better
say
keep
Trump be smelling funny. Maybe that's how he's doing what he's doing. He got a pocket full of dingleberries.
pocket pocket full of dingleberries. I can't get it. I can't get the song.
Oh God, are you trying to sing a song? What are you show tuning the dingleberries? This is turned into a commercial. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Oh, you're right, Lindsay. Thank you. Be careful we're talking about dingleberries. BGT is gonna clip you. You are right.
Yes, he's a fucking menace. Somebody needs to take that goddamn soundboard away from his ass. Fucking menace.
Oh man, so as y'all know, uh Reesa Teesa's ex-husband of the Who the Fuck Did I Marry series
AKA
uh
Legion, AKA
mainly
Jerome McCoy.
has decided to do an interview. And he actually chose to do it with a smaller channel, which doesn't surprise me because, you know, um, it doesn't surprise me because people that often want to, like, you know, control the narrative somehow, they're going to go somewhere
Hmm.
where they have a little bit of leverage. So he knew that this interview would bring that smaller channel a lot of views. So maybe he thought that that was the
Hmm.
reason why. I don't know.
He would
But he
get
did
those
it.
kid gloves.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. What's going on, Midwest? Um, Menace is exactly the word. He's ruthless. He is. What's going on, Midwest?
Hey,
Yes,
West.
pizza rat. So yeah,
That would
so
be a
it
good one.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he went on a smaller channel, but hopefully the guy did a good job. Uh, so we'll see. It's a
I
long
kind of feel like
interview.
he just went to the first one that got him. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, you think there was a lot of people knocking down his door? Probably not, right?
Probably not exactly, because you know what I mean. Like she ended up doing some interviews with like TMZ and stuff like that, and then he all of a sudden gets this little channel. So I feel like that's probably somebody who slid into his DMs, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." You know what I mean? Because he doesn't really seem to have a lot of internet savvy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's doing an interview today, on Tamron Hall. So that's something that we'll probably go over later on in the week, because this is
Hopefully addressing this
almost,
bullshit.
yeah, this is like 2.5 hours. So we're definitely not getting through the whole thing today, but we're gonna try to get through as much of it as we can. I still believe her. I think she fucked up and got herself in some mess, but I'm glad she got out and seems she's learned, etc. Yeah, yeah. I think it was more of a desperation type of thing. Hearing his exes talk about him kind of corroborates what she said.
It
So
does. And then the stepson. So there's like, we do have enough information now where it's like, okay, maybe she was a little off, but the overall story of him being a narcissistic, lying,
mhm.
habitual, lying asshole seems to be across the board. Like everybody's
Yeah,
saying the same
yeah,
shit about him.
yeah. Yep. That offshore bank account took me out. Yeah. I think
Mm,
it was the same guy that interviewed the guy that stalked the lady in the ring camera. Oh, really?
mm.
Oh shit. Okay,
I
okay.
know he's an up and coming internet dude, and he's been doing some
Mhm.
interesting shit. I will say that.
What's going on, Lex? Truly active. See, I don't know if I want to do interviews with people. Like, I'm really good at talking to people and stuff like that, but I just don't have the desire to talk to people these days. You know what I mean?
I
like
love it.
I
I
know you do.
honestly can't
Yeah.
wait to get back into it. I will interview anyone about anything. One of my favorites was Doll Hefner, that dude who has like 14
Oh yeah. Hmm.
all the dolls. He was hella dope. At first I thought it was gonna be crazy as fuck, but he was chill as a motherfucker. He respected his dolls more than most motherfuckers respect their girlfriends. Like it
Yeah.
was it was
I
fucking
mean, he's
wild.
interesting. He's an interesting
Yay.
case in the sense that, like, you would think because he has all those dolls, and we're gonna get to the interview in a minute. You would think that because he has all those dolls, that he is like some sort of like He-Man woman hater. You know what I mean? Like one of
Hmm.
those guys, and
Exactly.
he surprisingly isn't. So that was like kind of refreshing to hear that he wasn't like a woman hater. He just
Mm-mm.
prefers the dolls.
Yeah, he found something he likes, and it's like you can't get mad at somebody when they find their favorite toy. Let that man have his
Right.
toy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So yeah. So we're gonna get into that, and so I've been kind of going back and forth because I've had some people ask me to do a wish list, right? And I have
Hmm.
like a wish list only for, like, stuff that I eventually want to buy and stuff like that. But I don't want it on like the save for later. And
Hmm.
I don't know if I should do one. Like I've been mulling it over a little bit. Not mulling it over. I've given it thought here and there. But I don't know. I don't know if I should do like a whole wish list.
I feel
What do
like
y'all
if I mean if all the rest of these bitches can have wish lists, then why can't you have one? I mean, you've lived long enough just being a deprived immigrant. It was really hard to swim over here, and I feel like you are trying to live the American dream, and we as American citizens should love you enough to buy you a panda every once in a while. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good idea. I'm all for supporting immigrants and stuff like that. So I think it's good.
think? Techie mommy, I don't have a PO box right now. I have to get one. I used to have one, but I have to renew it because the I didn't realize that when you create a PO box, if you have like an alias, which NovaReii would be my alias, I guess you could say, you
Uh-huh.
need to put that on the paperwork,
Exactly.
or
All the
else
names.
anything, yeah, or else anything in that name will get sent back. So I have to
I did that
put
the
it,
first time. That was
yeah,
hilarious. They were like, "We can't send you nothing," and I'm like, "Bitch, what?"
yeah. They were like, yeah, we had to turn this away. I was like, fuck. So
Mm,
yeah, I'm gonna like Barrow said, do it hard living under the trains. Let the white people buy you things.
exactly.
All right. I don't know, man. Well, this part of the whole parasocial thing is always odd to me. Not
And
odd,
you
but
know, you always have to have something hella dumb on there. Not like hella dumb expensive, but just stupid as shit. Like a, like a purple spatula. Why do you need a purple spatula? You
yeah,
don't,
right. I might do a
but
pink, like a pink toaster or something like that, just
exactly.
for
Just dumb shit.
what up, Meeps? We're gonna be doing that. Meeps, do not. We're gonna do the petty reading soon, so don't even
Mm.
trip. We will be getting to that. Remember the one I told you about the story?
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
all excited to hear you guys. Y'all know I am all about a petty reading. If y'all got some fuck stories that you just want to make up and force me and Nova to read, I will force her to read them. Just send
yeah.
me your fuck story. Especially if
Or
Nova or Yato dies in it, y'all know you get extra points.
Jesus,
So
or or if you have a story that I don't know,
a
like
shitty
you want to
relationship
hear,
story.
right? Exactly, like let send it over to us.
Yes.
Are we
Tell me
allowed
your
to send
worst date
letters?
experience.
Yeah, exactly. Are we allowed to send letters or mostly tasteful fan art?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
We are all about that. And also,
Oh
it doesn't
yeah,
have to be tasteful. It can be disgusting. Just because we don't show it doesn't mean we don't enjoy it.
yeah. This birds at the San Diego Zoo will be receiving two pandas from China. What? I can drive down and pick one up. I'll send it to you. Hell yeah.
We
Send me
don't
a
admit our crimes online. Both of y'all are fucking up right now. This is why you're not allowed to do crimes. Y'all don't talk about the shit.
Me and Barrow are Mexicans. We'll figure it out.
That's
We will
messed
figure
up.
all of this
I thought you were Puerto Rican. This whole time has been a lie.
it's interchangeable at this point.
You don't even know what you are anymore. God damn it.
Yo, that means I gotta go to that means I gotta go to San Diego now. Like I thought
Uh-huh.
I was gonna have to go all the way to China to see pandas. Now I can go to San Diego. This is amazing. Thank you, Barrow.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do that. Man, that makes me excited.
I just want you to know you can't hug a panda. I need you to get that out your mind, like right now. You can't just hug a panda. They're vicious.
They're not vicious.
Yes, they are. They will eat your face.
I don't think they have pandas, funny girl. I haven't been to the zoo in a very in a very long time. I'm gonna have to go look now. I'm gonna look while I start this. Or somebody can one of y'all look it up. Does the
Have
Bronx
pandas. Let's
Zoo
find out.
have pandas?
Okay, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we could figure this out. Look, you can hug one. You just gotta have a knife on you in case they go pan. No, no, no. Pandas
She said,
are
no, no, no. Yes, they're evil. They will kill you. Okay,
man.
so they
I
have
don't.
red pandas at the Bronx Zoo.
What pandas?
Red pandas, the little red ones.
Oh, I like red pandas. Those are cute.
Yeah, so they have those at the Bronx Zoo. And if you
Okay, I'm
go,
gonna
you
have
have to
to
make
go.
sure you do a video for us so we can watch the
Yeah.
pandas.
Yes. Oh, Maggie Thatcher. Let's do a Bronx Zoo field trip, right? Yeah, I might have to do that. I think they have It's starting to get warm. That might be fun to do. Go to
I
the
don't know how
Bronx
many
Zoo.
petty
Have to
people
take
are
a
in New
video.
York, but that would be fun if you did a little petty
Or
meetup. I don't know how
trash.
many Bronx people are out there, but I don't know how many y'all are from the Bronx or out there in New York. Y'all might be able to meet her at the zoo, and then everybody can do it together. That would be fun. That would be fun.
That would be so much fun. Zoo in the Atlanta Zoo has pandas. Oh, fun!
Hmm.
I'm be all over the place. Look, Maggie Thatcher said then she's in the Bronx. I mean in New York. Red pandas are very cute. They are. And we might have to do that this summer. If that's how I go, that's how I go. Panda boys.
That's
Exactly,
fucked
Michelle.
up.
Hey,
It's
if
a
that's how I
shame what
go
happened
out,
to that girl. It's a shame what happened to Michelle. She she just wanted a picture with a panda. It's a shame.
I guess that's how I'm gonna go out.
Yes,
It's
Nova's
yeah.
planning her U.S. Panda tour. That's what you should be raising
That
money
would be
for.
so dope, right? A U.S.
The Nova
Panda
Panda
tour.
tour. I
Oh
think
my
there's like
god.
7 zoos that have them right now. I think
Oh,
so.
you think
Yeah,
I
you
could
have to
raise
map
money
it
for
out.
that?
I think you could, and the flights aren't that bad. You would just have to stay like 2 or 3 days in each city and be able to do a whole panda tour. You should be able to pull it off. We'd have
Oh
to
my
look at
god.
the logistics of it, but I think you can do it.
That would be so dope. Noah will have to learn geography in order to make a way. You know what's funny though? Yo, the other day I was watching a movie right with my dude, and I'm like, "Yo, what was it? Alabama," because the girl was going from Alabama to Georgia, and I was like, "Is Alabama close to Georgia like that?" Because they had just drove over. He was like, "Yeah, it's like a couple hours away." He's like, "We
Yeah, they're like they
really
touch each other, weirdo.
He's like, we really have to invest in a globe for you, like you, because like he had to, like he's very good at geography, like, and every time I swear this man must like question why he even like likes me every time I
Oh,
talk about geography.
like oh my god, you're the only person who really thought I was in Colorado, Japan. Like oh, the only one who really thought looking for it. Like where? What's the weather in Colorado, Japan right now? What's going on?
Oh my god. No, but there's a reason they say to never meet your heroes. Those fans I know.
They don't do nothing. They don't do shit.
What's going on, Axe a lot? But that's what I like about them. It's a whole vibe. Like they just be chilling. Who's on the board? Thank you for the super prayer. There's a legit job of cuddling baby pandas. I
Yes, there
know.
is.
I know. I know. Taylor made. What we got here? Oh shit, we got
Put a
Taylor
globe
made
on
and
the wish
Taylor
list.
more. Yeah. Google Maps bookmarked if you're traveling. Yes, thank you, Randall. Uh, God damn, you hear that?
I do, and they're coming for you. They are. It sounds like they are legit coming for you. Like, oh my, what did you do today?
Who's there is, and I don't know why we're out here killing Nova's dreams. Where there's a will, there's a way. Exactly.
Get it? No, yes. Let's support Nova and her panda dreams. Panda's in the chat, folks, so Nova can feel good about herself. She wants to
All
get
right,
killed by
yeah.
a panda. By all means, let her die by a panda.
I mean, you hear what it sounds like out here. Don't y'all want to save me from the, from the what do you call? I don't even the concrete jungle that is New York.
Mm.
Save me.
So you
Put
gonna
me in a
let her
panda.
live with pandas? Poor thing.
Exactly. They'll take me in as one of their own. All right, yeah. All right, let's get into this interview. Um,
Yes. Hit the
so
like button. Let's do the madness. Let's go. I'm
yes, hit the
excited.
like button, share it out. Y'all know the stuff and the things that you need to be doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so far for those who have, and for those who haven't, you're trifling. I'm enjoying the
Mm.
panda talk, but aren't we supposed to watch a shit show? Yeah, we get.
We're
Thank
getting there.
you.
You know us.
The
Goddamn, we're
jingly
old bitches.
keys. Thank you, Fit
Yes,
Kirby.
we are old bitter bitches. You know we gonna side talk all the time. Goddamn it. Okay.
All right, focus. Let's go.
Yes.
She wanted to live a bigger life than I was planning on living. What are you putting into this? Her car that she was driving at the time was trash. What happens if I lose my job? I get sick. I get this. I get that. You spend money every day you step out the door.
He's telling the family that I stole his money.
I'm trying to be financially smart because you just go out and spend and spend and spending, and you only putting a quarter back.
She said, one thing you need to know about Legion. She said, whatever he tells you, it is a lie.
That's not it. You know, and she did it for likes.
I thought I knew, but I truly had no idea who the fuck I married.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed in this
Oh yeah, the link to the actual interview is in the description.
video do not reflect upon the host. This is a direct reflection of Jerome McCoy, aka Legion's point of view. From the time of this video, any physical evidence to confirm or deny Reesa Teesa's story has yet to be disclosed. Jerome was interviewed several times as new information was released. Today's a very special day. I'm here with a guy who, over the last week, has grown.
Oh, thank you, funny girl. Your
Aww.
Panda fun. Thank you for this.
That's very sweet.
Extremely popular on social media, but not for a very favorable reason.
This Panda
I'm going to
tour.
go in order
Alright.
from the time we met until the time I got our divorce decree in the mail.
Hi, my name is Jerome McCoy. Y'all been saying Legion or what name that Teresa decided to give me, whatever. I'm only here, honestly, because I didn't see the stories until like part 20. And a good friend hit me up and was like, hey, it's your ex-wife. And she on here, you know, she bashing you and whatnot. And I didn't know nothing about it. I literally still haven't watched a lot of it. I just paid attention to like the footnote. Somebody like watched the whole thing and gave me like a microcosm of what she was saying because they knew it wasn't true. And then I honestly wasn't going to respond. Nobody said anything to me. Only when I got family members getting harassed, you know, my godmom at work and people coming up to her, and then my niece couldn't go to school because of it. Got another niece that had to move out of Atlanta. She came back home, her mom, because of all this. So for me, when I heard about it, I was going to ignore it, still ignore it because it didn't bother me. But then I heard the unfortunate story about the gentleman with the same name, his house being vandalized and then people harassing him. And then another gentleman with the same name, I think that, I'm not mistaken, I think somebody had wrote, like, they took a shot at him. So for that reason, I said, all right, let me come put a stop to some of this.
Any of that shit. Hold on, I ain't seen near one of them stories. Not near one of them stories. Somebody got their house vandalized because they got the wrong name. First of all, why would anybody vandalize his house? She's talking shit about somebody. It doesn't even make sense. when he got called out, a TikToker went ahead and put his picture and everything out there. He wasn't confused with nobody. There was no confusion. Once he got outed, he got outed. So
yeah, they outed him pretty quickly. Yeah,
very quickly. So this don't even make no sense. I don't remember hearing not near one of these stories, and I've been watching for a minute.
Yeah, yeah, been following it since pretty much the beginning. Like, yeah, that he was founded up like that.
I went to school with good friends of mine, been getting harassed, and I got friends of mine getting harassed. I got my brother, you know, he had to make a statement for his job, and even I had to go to workplace and make a statement and find out what was going on and then get legally covered before I jump on camera, start talking loose like some people doing. A lot of things had to come in place for me to jump on here. And then the funny part in between that, I see ex-girlfriends that I ain't talked to them forever, ex-wife, and I mean, and it's crazy because I'm like, what?
When he told me this, I was in the kitchen laughing.
Allegedly, your ex-wife came out and did a 50-part series on TikTok about what transpired in y'all's relationship and all the horror stories and all these things that she felt like, you know, she needed to come out and say. First things first, I just wanted to ask, you know, explain the conditions and how you guys met, about the apartment, studio apartment, the money situation and the job.
I met her. I was doing a work thing, and after work, everybody wanted to get together to eat. I mean, we had like one of the most stressful weeks at my job that we could possibly have. So we all was like Cheesecake Factory. You in Atlanta? You know anything about Atlanta? Everybody go Cheesecake.
Is this too fast, or can you hear it? Cool.
I mean, it's fine for me. It might be too fast for the chat because we usually don't go that fast. He speaks pretty quick.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Factory. Me, it's my favorite restaurant. Don't eat there too much, you're gonna get fat. But I mean, it's a good place to eat. We all went there to eat. Honestly,
we went to Cheesecake Factory.
I was there.
We had a stressful
she was there with two of her roommates. We met.
So they had a stressful week. They went to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, I put it down to 1.25. Should be a little bit better. Okay.
She seemed honestly like a really nice girl, nice lady. Honestly, very funny, really smart. We exchanged numbers and we decided to meet back there a week later. The next week, I actually could not meet her back there because again, I had work. Then the week after that, she called me up. We was like Cheesecake Factory, cool. So I was on my way to meet her there. She called me on the phone, said that she had a problem with her tire. Asked her what was going on. She said she had a piece of metal in it or something. She put some air in it and was on the way and was going to meet me. Then she called me like 20 minutes later, said she couldn't do it. She couldn't meet me because of the tire and she needed help.
I heard a boom and I lost control of my car. Did not crash, but my tire blew out. I said, you know, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing.
She didn't have roadside assistance or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was just going to go and be done with it. But something in me said, hey, don't leave a woman on the side of the road. Like, my dad was real big on, you know, you can help. So I was like, all right, cool. Tell me where you at. Send me your location.
Okay, I'm not bugging. Thank you, Beryl. Oh wait, did he just say they met in person? She said it was online. Didn't she say it was online?
No, 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 no. She met him when she was going out with her people. It was her homegirl's birthday. They made arrangements. She
Okay,
called up
okay.
there and was like, "Can you get me a spot?" And it was not the Cheesecake Factory. It was another restaurant that he was supposedly working at. So he's already fucked up the story. It was another restaurant. Apparently, he was working there. He got her the reservation, and while she was there, another dude started talking to her, and he came over and said, "Oh, she's married." That's how they met. That's how they met. Supposedly at his job, not just a chance meeting at the Cheesecake Factory.
Hmm.
But the other woman's story, one of the girlfriends met him online. I think two of the girlfriends met him online.
Oh no,
So,
somebody said that's the wrong story.
yeah.
That's another woman's story.
Oh my goodness, I'm confusing these hoes. It's wild.
Hold
Too
on.
many bitches.
Hold on. Let
Reesa
me
said they
pull up.
met on Facebook dating. Okay,
Okay, yeah,
so
okay.
she's blending the stories.
Okay, so she said they met on Facebook dating. He's saying so he's blending the stories. He don't remember
Yes,
how she met her. How he met
exactly.
her.
Because he's saying that he met her out and about.
All right, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can. Where's the video? Episodes 1 to 10.
There you go, Maggie. They matched in two different sites, and he has a different name. That yeah, because that's what Tisa told us. Tessa,
Okay.
Rita, whatever.
All right. Um. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just to refresh all the memories.
On Facebook dating site, and we also matched on Hinge. I did not realize that he was on both under two different names. So one was his actual name, and the other one was a variation, like a nickname.
Okay. So let's go back to his, and let's hear that
Hmm.
one more time. Jesus.
I mean, we had like one of the most stressful weeks ever with the same name. His house being so we all was like Cheesecake Factory. You in Atlanta, you know anything about Atlanta? Everybody go to Cheesecake Factory. Me, it's my favorite restaurant. Don't eat there too much, you're gonna get fat. But I mean, it's a good place to eat. We all went there to eat. Honestly, I was there. She was there with two of her roommates. We met. She seemed honestly like a really nice girl, nice lady. Honestly, very funny. Really smart. We exchanged numbers and we decided to meet back there a week later. The next week, I actually could not meet her back there because again, I had work. Then the week after that, she called me up. We was like Cheesecake Factory, cool. So
What's going on, no name?
I was on my way to meet her there. She called
We just started watching the actual video, so it's fine.
me on the phone, said that she had a problem with her tire. Asked her what was going on. She said she had a piece of
No,
metal
she did not have roommates.
No, she didn't have roommates. No.
and was on the way and was going to meet me. Then she called me like 20 minutes later, said she couldn't do it. She couldn't meet me because of the tire and she needed help.
I heard a boom, and I lost control of my car. Did not crash, but my tire blew out. I said, I got to get this fixed. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm a damsel in distress kind of thing.
She didn't have roadside assistance.
Okay, hold on. All right, I gotta call like a little bit of bullshit on the person that put this together because if they were able to include that clip when about the tire thing, why couldn't they include the clip about how they met? Because she says it right there that they met on the dating site. You know what I
It
mean?
might honestly just be too many lies because he said he talked to him several times. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, and you know how sometimes when you're editing and shit, you just start getting exhausted. And I can
Yeah,
see
that's
myself
true.
being
That's true.
exhausted with this motherfucker. Like, you know what?
That's
Whatever. You
true.
know what I mean? Like, it's
I
just
mean,
too
I
much.
guess we'll see as they go forward. Like if the clips that he chooses to include going forward are all giving grace to this guy, then we can see kind of that is
Hmm.
biased in that way. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. Like maybe you're right. He was exhausted. Let's see. Oh man, right, Miss Pickles?
Assistance or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was just gonna go and be done with it. But something in me said, hey, don't leave a woman on the side of the road. Like my dad was real big on, you can help. So I was like, all right, cool. Tell me where you at. Send me your location. Boom, she sent me location. Long story short, I went, helped her get her tire fixed. Went to a tire place, guy I know. knowing love. He fixed the tire. Really didn't charge me much anything I paid for the
Oh, thank
Thank
you, No
you.
Name. Thank you,
Thank
No
you
Name,
so
for the super
much.
prayer, for all that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate.
Nova don't do shit, but thank you anyway.
Zena just catching up, but I'm coming New York end of April. Let's go and find a Panda. Yo, Zena,
Oh,
let
there you
me
go.
know. We'll definitely go. I'm here for that. Let me know. Hell yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Um, Lecturally active, remembering lies is exhausting. It is. It is. It is hard when, especially because liars tend to throw a lot at you. So that's true. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Do, do, do,
Mm.
do. Yeah, yeah. That thank you. That's true too. This is the very beginning of
This
the
is the
editing. Like
beginning.
you would think he would have like thrown
It
that
would be
in
better
there.
now and then more lazy towards the end. But yeah, I could see what y'all
Right,
saying.
right. Oh, thank you, No Name, for becoming a member.
Ah, shit.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
for the tire. And we end up going to dinner after that. We talked, hit it off. And we ended up spending almost 24 hours together just talking. Really.
His titties are
She
bigger
interests me
than
because
mine.
she is like
Huh?
I said his titties are bigger than mine. I'm offended. Like I'm low key offended because they're sitting pretty, and I'm like, damn. I'm looking at my titties and I'm looking at his titties, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to hit the gym. What is
Yeah,
happening?
I can't stand you. It's cool, No Name. Thank you for being. And thank you for all your support. My God, right, Techie Mommy?
highly
Jesus.
intelligent. Teresa, not stupid by any means. So that's how I got started, honestly. She was very open, and I was very open about what was going on with me, which was nothing. But I just worked way too much at that time. I was working way too much. As anybody, you're just trying to make money. Back then, my motivation was I just want to make as much money as possible. I had nothing to tie me into anything other than just get some money.
We both had established we were dating for marriage. It was a good vibe. We sat in his car and he played this song for me by John Legend. John Legend was talking about, I think I met my wife tonight. And I thought it was a sign. So I was like, oh my God.
That was how I got started. After a couple of weeks of talking on the phone, dating, again, she grew on me as any relationship you like somebody. She came to the studio apartment a couple times. I've been to her house a couple of times. Now, friends of mine I work with, we talked about her and they advised me, hey, this Atlanta, be careful because you're making this money, you're doing your thing. You don't want to end up just in a situation where you end up paying for stuff and doing stuff. I was raised where, man, you try to take care of your woman the best you can do.
The
Okay, go ahead.
audacity, because he lived in the studio and she lived in like a 3 bedroom townhouse. The audacity be like, be careful, you might be paying for shit. She was paying for her own
Well,
stuff.
my thing is though, like, first of all, he's got that arena football money. He's got that NFL money. He's got this offshore
Right,
account. Why are you working so much, homie? What is really going on? But the math isn't mathing. Cause let me tell
right,
you, motherfuckers, if I had an offshore account with a couple mil in it, I worked, you know what I mean? I played for the NFL. Maybe I'm a Bronco or whatever the fuck they do in football. If I was doing that, bitch, I'm not about to work a 9 to 5 also. You get
right,
somebody to handle your finances. And remember, he
right.
said he had somebody to handle his finances. What are you doing? Why are you working
Yeah.
for a temp agency, but you got an offshore account, homie? Get out of here.
Yep, I agree. Thank you. Oh shit, thank you, No
Oh
Name, for
shit.
10 gifted
Yeah.
memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh
Damn,
my
thank you for that.
goodness. That's
Um,
awesome.
Wait for Nova. Just wait for the lie. Everybody say thank you right now to No Name.
Right
Everyone who got a
now.
member. Everybody who got a membership.
Fuck you, VGTV. Get out. Mister, I got it. You knew we was streaming, motherfucker. You gonna premiere some shit in the middle of our stream, stepping on toes. Don't even worry. Next time you go live, I'm sniping. I'm gonna snipe
No,
you.
No Name helping make Nova's U.S. Panda tour possible, right?
Man.
Thank you.
I'm a car guy. I love cars. So for me, if she had a problem with her car, I help her. And over the coming weeks, she had a lot of problems with the Nissan Rogue she was driving. So I help out. I wasn't gonna have. I even drove her car to work a couple of days just to get some stuff fixed on it because I know guys that work on cars and I know a lot. So just to get that situation in a better position. Then the relationship grew, and then the pandemic hit.
But everything was going great. The issue was, where are we going to quarantine? When he came to my house,
He's gonna change the time now. I'll change the time. No, keep your time. Keep your time. You did what you did. Now you're gonna have to deal with the repercussions.
I had a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome. He was in a studio. I was like, he kept telling me, like, this is temporary because I'm looking for a house. Like, he showed me the email from a woman who worked at the company. She was putting him in contact with a realtor to help him find a townhome or a single family house.
So the apartment is just the apartment I lived in during the week during work.
Everybody put cake farts in the chat for BGTV.
Fucking up. You know what you did when you did it, motherfucker. You know what you did.
Everybody put cake farts in the chat for BGTV and I was gonna say
name
farts, but no, yeah, just cake farts.
Cake farts, because No Name dropping subs and everything. Like, all right.
Atlanta. So for me, going to the house, this was 5 minutes versus driving an hour and 10 minutes with traffic to my house.
So you already had a house?
Yeah.
So that wasn't mentioned in the story. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, she said that all you had was the studio apartment. So you had a house and a studio apartment.
Yep, stayed in a studio apartment through the week because traffic in Atlanta is horrible. Trying to get home and get back and wearing out. I'm wearing myself out in the afternoon, getting off work, and I'm in the car for 2 hours. Where a studio apartment, 15 minutes. She lived in Riverdale. I actually lived in Douglasville, but the job was in.
Pause. Douglasville was on his driver's license, remember? And he said that was his sister's house.
Ex? Yeah.
Exactly. We found out he ain't got no sisters. That was the ex-girlfriend. And it wasn't a house, it was an apartment.
He was paying for a studio and had a house and then just dropped all of that to move into her townhouse. Why didn't they just move to his house?
But it doesn't make any sense at all. Anybody driving 2 hours isn't going to spend an additional $1,400 a month. Right. Just to save, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even make there's no sense there. Why are you even working, homie? Legit, the offshore bank account. None of this.
You gotta call Jerome. Call him. Come on. Come and get your shit.
Help him get your shit. Makes no sense.
Like Duluth area. So if you look on the map, Duluth and Douglasville is far and Clayton County, Riverdale is farther. So it was easier for me to get this studio apartment, be there during the week because I would be at work sometimes 8 o'clock and then having to drive home, get up, make that drive, this studio apartment. And a couple people that work with me, we all did the same thing. We all rented out of this building because it was easier for a lot of us.
I did not realize inviting him to my home probably made his eyes go, oh shit, she's a keeper. She got this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse, and I'm in like a little studio. Yeah, let me go ahead and pursue this. What I need to do to quarantine here.
Because I heard in the story where she said that we quarantined together during the pandemic. And I need to clear that up because during the pandemic, like we're Zooming and we FaceTime. I got her into using Apple products, iPhone, and we FaceTime. During the pandemic, she worked from home. I still had to get up and go to work.
That was a weird flex. You heard that? I got her into using Apple products.
Don't even make sense. Like I upgraded her from a Droid to an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like it is. It's such a weird and it's such a mundane fact. That goes right into our narcissism. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And because people at my job were coming down with COVID left and right, I didn't think it was a good idea for us to physically see each other because COVID in Atlanta was horrible. The city was shut down. Quarantine. I'm not an essential worker, so our job had to apply for us to be able to be out in the morning. So I would have to get up in the morning time, go to work, and come home. I don't want to be around somebody, and I'm around people all day long. They've been out in the community moving around. So if I got sick, I'm gonna get her sick. So during the pandemic, when she said that we we were together. Yeah, we were talking, we were boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were not in the same house together. It was almost 5.5 months that I didn't physically see her. I saw her like I'm seeing you. I didn't spend any time in the house.
So they didn't quarantine
Oh,
together. So wow, that is that no name. If you
huge
missed the other ones,
deviation.
there's a whole playlist as well. If you want to go catch up with some of the other ones, the other reviews that we did on the series, and we're gonna be starting the lies he told next week sometime. As long as more people don't pop out the woodwork with these folks,
Mm.
but so he's saying she straight up lied because she said they quarantined together, and he's saying, "Nah, fam, we was on um uh FaceTime and shit like that."
Yeah, no, pretty
Right,
much she was like, he came over and never left. That's pretty much what she told us. Now he's
right.
telling us, no, we really didn't see each other. And that doesn't make sense because the quarantine lasted almost a
The
year,
whole time.
homie. So what would
Right,
have been the
exactly.
point of y'all just kicking it for 5 months and then all of a sudden quarantining together, Mr. Considerate, right? Like
Right,
that doesn't
right.
make sense.
And Kristen, yeah, Kristen. I guess she got herself pregnant then, right? Because when she had proof
Exactly.
that she had to get a whole miscarriage, I mean, not that she
Hmm.
had to get the miscarriage, but she had a miscarriage.
That's a
Like,
horrible way to say it. I'm just saying, like, you're
yeah,
evil.
I
Like
know,
that's you're
right?
just evil. That's evil
I
as
didn't mean to
fuck.
say it like that, but kind of she did because she was going through issues
Yeah.
and she had to take that pill to get it. But anyways,
Hmm.
like she would have proof of all that whole process. So this guy, all right, I see how we're starting this.
Okay, the quarantine didn't last that long in Atlanta. Thank you, Pickles.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. Immaculate conception. Okay. Well, how long did it last? Was it? Because over here it
Maybe it
was
was
like a
just the
year
six
at
months. I was
least.
gonna say on the West Coast it was like a whole year.
It felt like it at least.
Yeah.
With her because I didn't want to get her sick if I got sick.
So y'all weren't quarantined together then?
No.
I didn't want to quarantine by myself. So he moved in. We talked about the bills. Let me clear something up that I said in the other video where I said he paid all the bills. He paid all the household bills. He did not pay my car payment, my cell phone, or my car insurance. He paid the rent because my rent at the time was less than $1,000. When he's telling me that he's a regional manager, I was like, wow, okay, so you got money.
So when you first met her, do you feel like it started off about money?
No, absolutely not.
I was gonna say because like when you were talking about the job and everything like that, it was just casual conversation. It wasn't like, hey, look, I got all these big things coming up, and this is what my situation is now, but this is what it's gonna be. You don't think that like none of that played into y'all's relationship at first?
No, I mean, I told her in the beginning my job was demanding at times, and it was. And then I did charity work on top of it, and it was something
Oh,
that I wanted
charity
to do.
work.
My grandfather used to do it, and he got me into it. A guy that
So
two
he
two
works a
gentlemen that are
full
not
nine to
my
five
brothers that
and he does charity work. This
Yeah, he was
motherfucker is just he is
saint.
Jesus. Oh my God. Oh.
So she was trying to keep him away from charity work. She's a terrible
Mm.
person.
I call them my brothers. A long time ago, both of them like just looked out for me, and because when my father died, they just stepped in like father figures, but they're like big brothers to me, and
I mean your
they
twin is a big
did some of
brother
the
to
same
you?
charity
That's
work.
weird.
So I just wanted to lend a hand and help them help people, and it's just something good to do. Ain't nothing better than helping people who need it.
I am not, this is where it's not going to make me look good, but it's the truth. It was intoxicating to not have to worry financially about how to pay the bills. It was a wonderful feeling. And so I kind of pushed to the side the fact that, yeah, you shacking up because it's like, but your page, you don't have to worry right now. Like he's taking care of all of April's bills before April even comes because this was still March. And then we have
And my question to
conversation
her
about
is,
how.
pause. I'm a little upset with her right now. He was paying
Mm-hmm.
all the bills. You're still working. What happened to your money? Right? Like that should have been, you should have been
Mm-hmm.
stacking your money. Right? Like that
Yeah,
just would have been
yeah.
the smart thing to do. But okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Dropping the ball.
Yep.
House.
Was there a turning point in this situation? Like, was there a certain point where you were like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm noticing she started to be on edge about stuff?
I told her in the beginning, pretty much everything about me, and I told her there's certain things I wasn't going to discuss with her because I felt like as a girlfriend, not your business. How much money I make, not your business. My exact finances, not your business. She knew for a fact I had money because, again, I bought dinner. I did everything. The first time we went out, yeah, she paid for hers. I paid for mine. After that, she didn't buy another meal.
For the whole time y'all were dating?
Yeah, no, never again. Never paid for food again. Never. And that's fine because kind of guy I am essentially. I don't. If I ask you on a date, obviously I'm paying. That's how I feel. I know somebody gonna be like, no, man, I'm cutting it down the middle. No, honestly, if I ask you out, then I have full intention of I'm taking care of dinner. One of the reasons I did pay for everything, other than that, is she had told me about her job, her financial situation with student loans. She was very open because she told me about the Nissan Rogue that she was driving. She actually showed me the loan paperwork, and I read over it, and I saw that she was paying very high interest rate on a truck that really wasn't worth it. I mean, she was getting paid. She was paying 3 times.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why are you all up in her finances, Mister?
Right.
I can't get
Thank
proof
you.
of funds. Wait a
Thank you.
second. Why are you even looking at my bills, homie? Like what?
Right. And yeah, Taylor Noir, I agree. If we live together and we're combining finances
It
or
is my fucking
then
business.
yes, it is my business. I need to know what we're working with realistically, not what you're trying to sell me.
Mm.
Absolutely. Shit ridiculous. Um Not my business, fuck off. Yeah. What happens in my home, what happens for me and my motherfucking business. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Like like yeah, I'm not going to walk into a goddamn thinking that things are taken care of and you don't get paid enough money to even take care of it. Like that's stupid. That's foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention paying student loans, getting up, going to work every day. And actually, like some of the supplies for her job, she was buying herself.
This is when he showed me a letter from Chase with the Chase logo at the top, stating that he had been approved for a mortgage for a $750,000 mortgage or $750,000 house. So he was like, we can't go over 750. And I said, I remember asking him, can you afford the mortgage on a $750,000 house? Because I know I can. This is when he explains to me, I told you how I played arena football. I invested my money really well.
Yeah, what was going on with the housing situation, with the cash offer? Like,
I want to know about the arena
I
football.
I told
Right?
her she wanted, because like I said, she knew about my house and then hers. She wanted to, and this is after we got married.
And again, this is April 2020. This is before we got married. So at the time, he was my boyfriend. His whole attitude was, you're gonna be my wife, happy life. And the home was
Let him
listed.
move into your house.
Nothing.
He already owns a house. Why are we
That's
buying
what
a
I was
house? You
saying,
already own
right?
a house.
Exactly. That doesn't make any sense. Why would y'all be even looking for a house if he already owned the house? Like, why didn't they just move to wherever his house was if
Yes.
they were
And
looking
that's how
to
you
get
know
a
he's
house?
lying. That's how you know he's
Yeah,
lying, because there's no reason why she would be looking for a house if he already had a motherfucking house. Yes, he
right.
did say he played football. He said he played arena football. And
Arena
to one of the
football.
other women, he said he was a football player, like NFL. So he has played for the NFL and arena football.
Did
So
he mean he played foosball?
Roughly 400 and something thousand. He's telling me he put an offer in. I need to clarify some things he told me and the things that I actually saw.
She wanted to get a house that we both could live in together. I told her, we looked at her credit, we looked at mine. When we looked at her credit, it wasn't good. So I talked to a financial advisor I know, and my brother, Miguel. He's not my blood brother, but he, like I told you, he gave me some good advice. He said, "Listen, bro, you want to go into a house with this woman. I'm advising you not to do it, but if you're going to do it, she don't have the capital. So what you're going to have to do is it's going to be you. So if you put her on the loan, you're going to pay more. So you might as well just put yourself on there and take care of everything, and you can put her name on the house as just someone living there." So when we talked about it, she agreed to it, but we were still into this marriage. And I told her I'm not comfortable with
none of that makes
buying the
sense.
house with you just yet. I'll
Wait, this was already. They started looking for houses before they even got married, according to her.
Exactly. None of what he's
Right?
saying is making any fucking sense.
Okay.
Even if we just heard this first, this shit don't make sense at all.
Right. Because
No.
how do you hop from not living together at all to now you're about to buy a house?
Exactly. And what loan? You talk about paying cash, mister. You was like, you got all cash offers. None of this makes sense.
Right. You only had that that godforsaken fucking letter from Chase that she kept talking about, the $700,000 one.
I'll
Mm.
sublease my house out, and we can live, somewhere, or you can do something different. We can figure something out. What she didn't do, and this was the first red flag for me, is she signed a 2-year lease at that house in Riverdale, and she didn't tell me anything about it. The only way I found out
Why
about it
would
because
you
I
be
asked her, because it
subleasing
was
your
coming close
house
to the
out?
time.
Hold on, wait a
Mm-hmm.
second. Either you're lease. What do you mean you're subleasing? So he owns he's buying a house, because for him to be subleasing it, that means he's still paying on the mortgage of the house, and he's
Right, he
gonna
owned
rent
the
it
house.
out.
Yeah. Hmm.
That don't make no motherfucking sense. Again, why are we not just living in that house? Talking
Right.
about we need a house together. Like that is a house where y'all will be together. That, oh my god, I'm
Right.
frustrated.
Especially
Okay,
if the new house you're gonna put your own name on it anyway. It's not like
I'm
if I could
saying,
see if the justification was, well, that's my house, but
and
we're
we
gonna
want a
get
house
something that we're
together.
both on, right? But
Yeah, but
you're
you're
not even gonna
saying it's
put her
only
on it,
you. Yeah, that
right?
makes no sense.
To the time to renew the lease, she said, I already signed a 2-year lease. Why would you do that?
In October, we looked at another house. This house was in Marietta. Absolutely gorgeous. Um, it was gorgeous. I want to say that the house was about $700,000. I really like the house. I could see myself living there. I could see myself cooking there. Um, and so subsequently, my ex-husband put in an all-cash offer on that house. I watched him put an all-cash offer in on the house.
So at that point, for me, like I told her, my house, I'm not getting rid of that, because for me, I just didn't want to, honestly. No side story. I just didn't want to.
And why were we living in
And
our car then?
I went to her like, well,
Right.
we can live out here.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like when they broke up, why the fuck was he living out of his car if he had
Why did his auntie had to
um
come get him? You got your own
right,
house, homie. You could have just went home.
exactly. Hmm.
She got an aunt that was living in like Dallas, Georgia, and I'm like, we'll be closer to her if you want to go out there and see your little cousin or your grandfather or something like that. So we left the situation up in the air. All this looking at houses, she went and looked at a couple of houses. I looked at 2 houses where her, I liked both of them. Both prices were a little needed to be negotiated, but at the time they wanted to give her promotion at GSP, and I'm like, why don't you just take the promotion? Because then you can start paying down some of the student loan. I'll help you do that. Let's get your credit up here so that we can go into this house together. Because if I go into it by myself, I don't have a problem doing that, but we got to clean your credit up because we're married. And that means your credit is my credit. So let's get that cleaned up. She wanted to push to get out of that house. And I said, if you want to get out of the house, you're moving up here.
Okay, Mr. Interview Man, why didn't you ask him how long did it take to get married? Because he's already talking about when he was married.
Yeah, none of this is just his story isn't making sense. I feel like the interviewer just let him talk, right? Just let him
Mm,
go ahead and spew out all his shit. Like he's really not pressing
yeah.
back on nothing. He's just letting him get
No,
it out.
it's like, hey, this would be the time. Exactly, Michelle. I can offer Nova 750K for a Panda Sanctuary right now, but it doesn't mean you have it. You have it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you. No, wow. No name. Thank you. Another 10
Thank
gifted
you.
membership.
Oh
Damn.
my goodness. Just
Taking
showering the
my
gifts
Monday all
today. Thank
specials
you.
today, all of y'all. Thank y'all.
Ah,
Um, thank you, everybody that got a membership. Say thank you to No Name right now.
right now.
Um, he got his own house, his own clothes, works 2 jobs. He's a bad bro.
He's a bad bitch.
Anyone else over analyzing his body language? I'm
Yes.
not, cause I don't look at I'm not like hypercritical of body language. But if y'all are, please let me know what you see, because I love to hear when people do overanalyze the body language.
The
Let me
way
know
that
what
he's
you
moving
see.
his hands, because you can't really see his hands, but you can see his shoulders moving. He's got a lot of
Mm,
emphasis in what he's saying. So he's trying to sell us this story. Like when you
yeah.
see speakers who are trying to talk, especially like pastors and shit like that, no, not trying to shit on the Christian people, but like when
Mm,
they start moving their hands around, it's because they're trying to distract you from what they're saying. And
yeah.
that's, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's got that dumbass smirk on his face, the way he keeps lifting his shoulders and shit. Like he's trying to sell us. He's doing a salesman bullshit. Really.
Okay. Miss Cricket
Yeah.
said, I get a sense that the interview is on some manosphere bullshit simply because of his interviewing quote unquote lack of style. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. That's why it stood out to me in the beginning that he didn't point out the discrepancy in how they met, but he's able to point out all these other things that Reesa said that would help this guy's story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I agree with you on that. I think he might be into some of that manosphere type shit. What's going on, Janice? Um, okay, Michelle says she talks with her hands because it's an Irish thing. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too. Like,
Italians do it too. I will say, like New
like
Yorkers, Italians, even
yeah,
Spanish people will
I
do
talk
it.
with my
But
hands.
there's a way, like if you just pay attention to what he's doing, you can see the sleazeballness in it. Like there's a certain way, because I
Yeah.
talk with my hands too, but you're making your hand motions are making the same impression as the words you're saying. His hands and his shoulders are not saying the same things his words are saying. His
Mm,
shoulders and his hands are telling us that he don't really believe what he's saying. His
I
mouth
love
is
this.
saying one thing, his body is doing something else.
Mm,
Where I'm at, but again, buying a house, your credit's not high. It just didn't make sense. Let's get your debt down. Anybody buying a house, you know this. Your credit bad, you ain't buying no house. If your credit good and the person's credit not so good, you're gonna pay more because the person on the loan's credit isn't stellar. And I was trying to help her get that together.
As far as the loan, what made her look for these high houses for
There you go.
700,000, 600,000 if she didn't have no credit for that?
I didn't tell her to look for a $700,000 house. You can. That's a question for her.
no,
I
no.
don't know.
Why would she do it? That doesn't make any sense. Like, it's like when I be watching my 90 Day Fiance, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
the Americans will finally get the foreigners over here, and then the foreigners will get upset when what was promised to them isn't the reality, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
often hear the Americans go, "Well, I feel like they only wanted me for a green card, or they only wanted me for my money." And it's like, what made them think that that was what they were going to get from you? Did you lead with that? What made her think $700,000? If she was living in a townhouse and someone said that was provided by her job. So she was straight where she was living at. What the fuck would compel this woman to look for a $700,000 house? Are you saying she's that fucking crazy? I don't believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Something
at the
had, yeah,
time, the market, we're talking about 500K for a house in Atlanta. That's what the market was. It was around
right.
455. So, and yes, in California, 700K is
It's
standard. I
average, yeah.
promise you. Yeah, but
Like
in
here.
Atlanta at that time, it was a little less.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I have a friend that bought a house in the south for like 200K, and it was a huge fucking house. You know, brand new as
Mm-hmm.
well, like brand new built and a new development and everything. It was like roughly two and some change, almost. Yeah. So like 700,000. Who's on the board? Thank you for the super prayer, bro. Did interview? Oh, did bro interview in an abandoned hotel?
Them curtains
Hashtag
are scary
290
as
credit
fuck.
score.
Yes,
Right.
them curtains are scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. The whole
Right.
background is disturbing.
Yeah, they look like he in his grandma's house or something like that. Um,
Mm,
plus she was perfectly happy with renting in a different zip code.
exactly.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, 750. Like here, $500,000 on a house in New York. Specific. Let me say the city or one of the boroughs. You're not gonna get that much. Like you need to go up to the millions almost. Whereas like down south, it's man for or the Midwest, two
Hmm.
hundred, three
Hell,
hundred
Las
thousand
Vegas
dollars, you
is
get a
still
nice
good right
spot.
now. Dude,
Yeah,
in Las
that's true
Vegas,
too.
you can do 200, $300,000 and get a 4 or 5 bedroom. You know what I mean?
That's
Depending on
true.
where you're
Yep.
at. So it just really depends on the market.
Mm-hmm.
I told her I don't care if we are in Atlanta. The house that I live in, Douglasville, I got at an auction, and I only paid $125,000 for a house that's probably around $230,000 house. So $600,000 house. I'm like, I'm not going in with that and your credit like this because we're gonna be paying forever.
But then also, why would you put that acceptance letter on your TikTok?
Mm,
He put
exactly.
the letter on the now. Granted, the letter looks fake or whatever, but you were trying to prove something. So why would you put that on
Hmm.
TikTok if you wasn't trying to prove that you had it? Now all of a sudden you want to go, run it back and say no. She was just
It
making shit
wasn't
up.
really like that. You know what I mean? This bitch is just out here trying to buy shit because she thought I had a bunch of money. This old gold digging
Right,
ass bitch. I'm like, okay, okay, got you.
right.
or I'm gonna be paying forever.
But what I'm trying to figure out, so was the Chase loan, like the approval of the 700,000, was that a real
There
thing?
you go.
I never went to my bank and needed to get approved for a loan.
I think the part that
What's up,
So then
Lauren?
why do we
is kind
have
of
it?
unclear is that
Why did you put it up there? Don't say the Midwest slowly.
Exactly.
Like what?
the money was there though. You're saying like the proof of fund, like when you were going to pay for the house in cash, was that even a thing?
I wasn't going to pay for the cash. I was going to go ahead and get a loan and finance the house. I wasn't about to go spend $750,000 on $600,500. No, I knew, because honestly, I had told her before the budget for finding the house, we don't need to be over 340. She started looking at houses that high.
Was the proof of funds ever a issue?
No, because I never gave it to the realtor, because all we did was look at houses, and I didn't commit to anything because, again, I told them solely we're just looking right now. And the two realtors that we dealt with, they understood that and they were fine. There was a guy and another lady that she kept dealing with outside of me knowing, and then she take me to a house, and they showed me, and then they wanted all this financial information. And I was like, we haven't discussed this yet.
Because right then you were just looking.
Yeah, because you wake me up on a Saturday and say, I got an appointment at 12:30. I'm going to go look at this house. And I'm meeting these realtors, and they telling me, oh, your wife contacted us, and they, this is that and the third. And I said, again, we're not committing to anything yet. And they understood that, because I said, right now, her credit is here, mine is here. Like I said earlier, I got to get her here. So when we go into this house, because if I go into the house and I'm buying it myself, can you really say it's your house? You got to help me here.
When something didn't sit right.
So why were you even entertaining the idea of a house?
Why are we looking? Yes.
Right.
Why are we even looking at houses if we were focusing on credit? That none of this is making sense. Why were you talking to real estate agents? Because remember, he had his own real estate dude. Okay. Why were you doing that if you were just trying to fix her credit? Wouldn't everything just go to her credit? None of that makes sense, man.
Yeah, that don't make any sense.
Exactly. And ain't no realtor showing you a house without an approval letter. Period. Like that's
right. That's the other part. Yeah. Why are they gonna waste their time?
In the audio diary, because I was like, I don't know what it is, but there's something.
You said she had access to the account. She said the only thing that she saw was screenshots of like the account.
Yeah, access to the two accounts I let her know about. I had 5 altogether.
She had access to the finances you said was none of her business to begin with?
Mm-hmm. Come on now. But he had 5 accounts altogether, and she had access to 2 of them.
This ain't none of your business, but here's a password. What?
Yeah, what? It makes no sense. The lies.
My God.
But she had access to them. She had access to those 2 accounts, because I bled money into those accounts. Paycheck, and then I bled money in if needed be. She was able to go to the bank, buy what she wanted when she wanted to buy it.
He came to me a few days after we started our first counseling session, and he was like, we should
exactly, Michelle.
Bank account. So now he's suggesting, look, we're married now, let's go ahead and get a joint account. I wasn't necessarily
Michelle said it's like he's trying to make her sound like a complete and utter liar instead of just having a few discrepancies in their stories. Another narc tactic, pretending she's out of her mind completely. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Gaslighting the shit out of everybody.
Saying he said, "Hey, it worked with her and some other women. I'm gonna try the entire internet."
Really against it, because I knew that I would still have my own account. I would still have my own savings. So what I countered with was, okay, let's take a look and see what we're working with. Show me your checking. Let's look at each other's accounts. So he shows me his checking account. His checking account available balance was just over $9,600. Mine was just over $1,500. So there was a huge disparity in the amounts. I logged into my savings. I showed him how much I had in savings. He logged into his phone. Logged into his Chase savings. Turned the phone towards me. In the Chase savings, it was roughly about $15,000. But I also knew that he told me he had a U.S. bank savings and he had an offshore savings. So at this point in time, I asked him, show me the U.S. bank savings, show me the other 2 accounts. And so he kept saying, he's like, there's a lot of money in there. And he was like, and my uncle always told me, just keep your money tight, because women can be, I said, women, like, we're married.
So the family relationship thing is another thing that was big. She mentioned, getting up every morning, talking to your brother, from her conversation she had with your family, it was like seeming as if these people didn't have any contact with you. So who was on the phone?
We're at the point where I've spoken to the female cousin, and she gave me the phone number for the older brother. For the purposes of this video, we're going to call him Chris. Chris was very nice. I called him. He was gracious. He was willing to answer whatever questions I had. And what he said to me was, he said, my brother has always been a liar. He's always been a liar. I explained to him about the phone calls. The fact that Legion would be on the phone for 35 minutes, laughing, talking to Chris, relaying messages from Chris to me, and relaying messages from me to Chris without missing a beat. Chris says he was never talking to me.
Like I told you, beginning, the two gentlemen that looked out for me, my mom and dad passed away, that became brothers to me, which is Elgin and Miguel. These are the guys that I would talk to in the morning time. My brother Elgin is he's not, like I say, he's not my blood brother. But he's a pastor. In the morning time, I love to get my day started. He give me a word of encouragement. He do to everybody's congregation, just give you something to get your day started. And he would call me in the morning just to help me get my day started. And I needed that. I was working my butt off back then, and if he didn't do that, then I don't know. Like I said, he cared enough to reach out. This man was busy every day. Still busy.
So your sponsor.
And he just a hell of a pastor, but at the same time, again, not my blood brother, but he is my brother. And definitely somebody who, if I was ever going through anything, even to this day, reach out and same thing.
Yeah, but she thought it was your brother. Okay, here's the
He
thing.
said it was his blood brother. That's what he kept lying about all these relationships. Said he had sisters. He had 5 or 6 different brothers and sisters and all this stuff. His actual blood brother was like, we don't fuck with him. He's a liar. So now he's like, oh, well, this one dude I call my brother was the one I was talking to all the time. It sounds like a sponsor, homie. It sounds like every day your sponsor called you on the phone.
You would think that she would know. Like, even, I get it. Like, you got certain family or whatever that it's not necessarily blood, but you've grown up with them or you consider them your family or whatever. But usually your spouse
knows.
Usually your spouse knows who is who. You know, like they know if someone is not your blood family member. You would think that just comes up in conversation. You know, like not even like on some.
He's just naming people. I feel like he wasn't talking to nobody at all. I'm with Lauren. until this motherfucker comes out and says, yes, I was talking to him in the morning. I don't think he was talking to any motherfucking body. He was talking to his goddamn self because we don't know who this person is, okay? He's just coming up with people.
He's just naming people. And liars, they like to throw a lot of people at the person that they're lying to, and a lot of
he ain't never come over for a barbecue. He ain't never came over and broke bread with us. This is just some voice on the phone, disembodied voice, and a voice you ain't even heard because he never on speakerphone. Crazy.
And pray with me all the time and make sure I'm good and not scared to tell me, hey bro, you wrong. He gave me marital advice, life advice, spiritual advice, and has been a real brother to me. Him and my his brother Miguel, which
okay, his eyes, when he's lying, he darts his eyes from side to side. He looks off to the side. When somebody's lying, it's really hard for them to make eye contact. It's just a natural human thing. It's really hard for us to make eye contact when we're lying about some fuck shit. That's why when I be lying, I usually have my camera off so y'all can't tell. Okay, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I know, because I be lying my ass off. But that right there, that's a telltale sign.
Lauren said, what's going on, Lauren? Like 50 people have confirmed Reese's story, but no one has confirmed his.
Facts.
Good point. Right. Like, we haven't heard no one come out and like
on his behalf.
Right. On his behalf. Like, I know him. Like, he's a good dude, blah, blah, blah. Not nobody.
Which they're, brothers. They're not my blood brothers, but they're my brothers, if you can understand what I'm saying.
Let me be very clear with the statement I'm getting ready to make. I reached out to every person I know who apparently has had some form of relationship with him. Either he said that they were friends, they talked on the phone.
Thank you. Thank you for your super prayer for your Panda Express. Thank you. Oh man, my habitsm. Leave the eye contact alone. He's looking away to search his memory bank.
Yes. Okay. Listen, if for autistic, because my oldest godson, he's on the spectrum, and yes, they do. Autistic people do have trouble looking you in the eye, but you can tell when someone has autism, right? Like, it's not. Mm-hmm. You can't really put it on and put it off like it is.
He said they hung out. The brother in Baltimore, I was told, had been to the house while I was at work. Brother in Baltimore said, no, that never happened. I've never been to your house.
Mm-hmm. So she was hearing people on the phone because she was saying she didn't hear nobody.
Well, it ain't no secret that neither cared for her. Too funny. but they accepted her because I did, because I loved her. So they accepted her, but
Ooh.
neither really
This
wanted.
is also like if you've ever dealt with like an emotionally abusive person, they
Mhm.
often try to convince you that everyone is just tolerating you. Like the
Yeah,
people
nobody
around
likes you.
you, they don't
Yeah.
really like you. They actually talk negatively about you when you're not around. But because I love you, they'll deal with you. They do it
Mhm.
subtly at first, and then it just becomes more, just outright after a while.
Yeah,
But
like, "Oh, the
yeah,
reason my people can't come over here is because they really don't like you." You know what I mean? "They ain't
right,
gonna come
right,
over here. Ain't nobody trying to fuck with us like that, so
right.
but I love you, so Imma stay with you. Fuck them. Fuck what they think. You my
Yeah,
baby." Shit like
yeah,
that.
exactly. Or they just don't understand you, or I try to tell them that you really aren't like that all the time, but you just may have been nervous this time. Like they do little things
Mhm.
like that to make it seem like they're trying to defend you. Very us versus them, and they seclude you more by making you think that everyone doesn't like you secretly, and it makes a person paranoid, and it also makes a person not trust their own like instinct and what they're seeing in front of them.
Oh,
Um,
I hope that I did not generalize and make the statement that autistic people be lying because they don't. Okay,
no, no,
they just
no.
won't look you in the eyes. That's all.
Yeah,
They
Miss
Yeah,
Parker
most
was saying
autistic
the
people are gonna do
looking.
that.
Miss Parker was saying the eye thing is a lying thing, but autistic people may also do that, but that doesn't mean that they're lying. But
Yeah,
people
not
who
at
aren't
all.
autistic may do that when they are lying. Just to
Mhm.
clarify that. They get away with it because they use bits and pieces of truth, but aren't actually being honest.
Mm.
Um, oh no, we
Okay,
know
I
that.
love y'all. I was just making sure because I was like, I definitely don't need the autistic army coming for me. Okay, I can't handle it. I can't.
Wanted a lot to do with her. So I mean, I'm not, my brothers are good dudes. Honestly, when I was younger, like I said, they looked out for me. I wouldn't have went to college if it wasn't for those two. More so than my parents. Not bad. My parents love me every day, and they were definitely instrumental in me going to school. But these two shot me and cursed throughout college. Don't quit. Keep studying. You did your homework. What's up? Don't be in the club at nighttime. You go to the club, I'm gonna come kick your like, and we're literally show up ready to beat the hell out of me if I got outside of doing what I'm supposed to do.
I think the issue with his knee was a symptom that
um, I'm
Oh,
a
the
pretty
knee
strong
problem.
character. Yes, I'm a pretty strong character, and even I got duped by a man who made me question my reality and self worth. Nobody is
Mm.
safe from people like this. True education on the subject is the only way forward. Exactly. Thank you, No
Yes.
Name, for the super prayer. This is scary and a fascinating study. Thank you again, No Name. Um, I appreciate you've been very generous today. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, it is fascinating because I think that there isn't a person who has dated or been in any sort of like
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes it's a familial relationship. Like it don't always have to be romantic, but I think
Exactly. You
almost
run into these people.
right. Everybody has run across one of these types of people, and I think it is fascinating to see how it does develop. And then in this case, we're also getting to see how the person who was quote unquote the abuser. I'm not used for the lack of a better word.
Mhm.
The
No, it
quote
is.
unquote
It's abuse.
abuser, yeah, was how they respond. I think that's also fascinating too to see how they respond to the abusee. Um,
And you want to like catch it. It's hard to catch it in real time because, like you
mhm,
said earlier, this shit doesn't happen overnight. It's little
mhm.
seeds of doubt that are planted in you over time. And if you stay long enough, you do question yourself. You don't know you're up from your fucking down after so long.
Yes, exactly. Janice, they did meet online. They got matched on Facebook dating and
Mm-hmm.
Hinge. Yeah. I had a guy lie about having cancer to try to get back together with me. Oh
Ooh,
wow. Yeah. Yeah.
damn.
It gets real. These like oh man, narcissistic or the abuse, right? That comes from
Mm-hmm.
emotionally abusive people. I'm not even gonna say just narcissistic, but it's layered. You know what I mean? Like an onion. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's always a new layer of fucking uh, emotional turmoil that they put on you. And I think it's just to keep you confused as well, you know. And then it's the
Yeah.
love bombing, and then it's the emotional. It's like a constant back and forth.
That was not some football injury. That was not, oh, I hit it at work. It wasn't that. Something else was going on. I kept asking him to, let me know when you have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with you. And he just kept saying the doctor. So he's calling the doctor, and the doctor told him to just keep icing the knee. But I knew better.
What was wrong with your knee?
Nothing. Never happened.
You never had
So
a
why
knee
was
injury.
you
Was
drinking
never.
in the bottles?
That never
Why,
happened. Oh my
why are
god.
you drinking in the bottles?
Maybe
What
right.
happened?
Might be a sponsor. That person might be a sponsor that he's talking to. What? Just it
Oh,
never happened.
oh my
Damn.
God.
Let's
Okay.
go.
He's
Let's
guys.
go.
He's gaslighting the fuck out of us. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Whatever.
Wow. Did you have any incident at work at all that would cause that lie? I'm trying to figure out where that would even stem from.
Uh, no, nothing. The only thing even close to that
Darting
is
his eyes like a
uh,
motherfucker.
we got a little snow in
Huh?
I said he's darting his eyes all around that fucking room.
He is.
Atlanta, and I slipped and bruised my elbow. Not no knee, nothing, limping, nothing. I walk just fine. My girlfriend will tell you that. I don't like never had an injury with knees
Who's
at
the
all until I was in a
girlfriend?
car accident, and that was after her and I were divorced.
Wait, yeah. Okay, so this
Wait
happened
a
with the ex.
wait a second.
He
He
hurt his
said,
elbow with the girlfriend.
wait a second. He said that you can ask his girlfriend that he never injured his knee when he was with Tisa. That's
Oh,
how I interpreted what he said. That'll make
let me
what?
go back.
Are you like, what did you just admit to,
Yeah, I
homie?
thought she was
I
around the
think it
whole
was a
time.
Freudian slip. Yes.
Yeah.
Take it back. Okay. Listen to what he
Oh,
said.
Fork Sniffer said, I think Peaches is the girlfriend. You think so?
It might
Yo.
be. Because it don't
Cause
make no sense. 'Cause he's supposed to be married at this time. They're looking for houses.
yeah.
And when his knee got fucked up is when she finally got tired of his shit. Because he was just
Hmm.
in the other room. But he's talking about my girlfriend can tell you I never fucked my knee up. So what? like, wait,
The
you
other
was
day,
married?
and they were definitely instrumental in me going to school. But these two shot me and cursed throughout college. Don't quit. Keep studying. You did your homework. What's up? Don't be in the club at nighttime. You go to the club, I'm gonna come kick your like, and would literally show up ready to beat the hell out of me if I got outside of doing what I'm supposed to do.
I think the issue with his knee was a symptom. That was not some football injury. That was not, oh, I hit it at work. It wasn't that. Something else was going on.
Bridget, did you catch in the beginning where he said they met at a what was it? He said they met at the
Cheesecake Factory.
restaurant or
Yeah.
something, and she said they met
Mm-hmm.
online. I was like, oh, this is going downhill quick.
Fact. Just out the gate with bullshit.
I kept asking him to, let me know when you have a doctor's appointment. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you. And he just kept saying the doctor. So he's calling the doctor, and the doctor told him to just keep icing the knee. But I knew better.
What was wrong with your knee?
Nothing. Never happened.
So you never had a knee injury. Was never.
Nope.
Wow. Did you have any incident at work at all that would cause that lie? I'm trying to figure out where that would even stem from.
No, nothing. The only thing even close to that is we got a little snow in Atlanta, and I slipped and bruised my elbow. Not no knee, nothing, limping, nothing. I walk just fine. My girlfriend will tell you that. I don't like never had an injury with knees at all until I was
See
in a
what I
car
mean?
accident.
That don't
And
make
that was
no
after
sense.
her and I were divorced.
She had mentioned.
Okay, so he got into an accident after they were divorced, but yeah, because he's like, asked my girlfriend. I ain't never had no issue with no knee, but how the hell would she know
Mm,
what you had an issue with when you was married?
exactly. Like, what is happening?
Lying ass.
About the knee because she was saying maybe it had stemmed from football, and then she had mentioned that hey, the football career, was never a thing. Like she could never find any, trace of that type of stuff. Is that, were you in the arena league or what did you tell her? Because it was stories about NFL, arena league. What league were you in?
Went to college, played, and then I went to college a little late because my parents didn't have the money, so I got a partial. Went out in San Diego. Arena football for a couple of years, and then I just got a real job. That's it, basically.
The fuck
As
out of
simple as that.
here.
It was nothing. Wasn't nothing.
Do you see how he's darting his eyes when he's saying that shit too? Okay, first of all, we know he never went to that college out there. Reese already did the research on
Right.
that. He's not on there. And then his answer for that was, my parents paid extra for me to be a private citizen. Now he's saying that they couldn't afford for him to go on time. He
Right.
had to go late, but they could pay for you to be a private citizen. The math isn't mathing. Then you did arena football where there's no records of you. I'm telling, TikTok has been all over this story. No
Yeah. There's
one
nothing.
can
Yeah.
find him in arena football at all. So just the doubling down. And when you see him tell the blatant lies, you can see how he's darting and his head keeps going from side to side. That's his tell.
Yeah.
That seems, and he has a smirk on his face.
Yeah. That he got a partial what for college. Right. He
Exactly. None of
never
that makes
finished
sense.
that. Oh.
And stellar. Did she look for it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't nothing to write home about.
The whole internet did.
I did more getting it, like, not saying, and I don't want to talk about like football players like not a real job, because it is a real job, but I think I did more after that part of my life than I ever did, you know.
So you said you went to school in San Diego. You lived in California. That was true.
Yeah, I was there for school.
Okay, because she said she did some background.
Yo, you saw him get small? Oh my God, I usually see that in interrogations. He made his body small, like he rolled his shoulders. What?
Yeah, I was there for school. we gotta see that again. Can I go back just a little bit? It's
Jesus.
again.
That's it, basically. As simple as that. It wasn't nothing stellar. Did she look for it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't nothing to write home about. I did more getting it, like, not saying, and I don't want to talk about like football players like not a real job, because it is a real job, but I think I did more after that part of my life than I ever.
Hold on, let me slow this down. Let's look at that.
The way he's about to come in.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Did, you know.
So you said you went to school in San Diego. You lived in California. That was.
Oh wait, let me do a little bit slower. Let's look at that because he did make them. This is very telling.
True.
Yeah, I was there for school.
Okay, she said.
Head down and everything. Oh my God. The defeatedness of it all. Oh.
Oh my God.
She said she did some background research and you know that never popped up that you lived
school. That school they don't give you any student information. The reason they don't,
not if he was playing for the team, homie.
I think it's
right. Okay, Michelle, have a good one. A real job, not a pretend one, Legion. See, all right, Michelle, have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Later.
2003. Somebody went looking for somebody at college, and they weren't there, but they gave information for the person, and the person ended up getting killed. So their student policy is very strict, and we were told about that before I graduated. Student policy was.
Wait. Okay.
No. You need your transcripts, right? Like there is a system. People who've gone to the school, you are in the system to get your transcripts. If you're playing basketball, football, soccer, whatever the team is, you're on the roster, homie. Period. There is
you're not. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and you're not getting like they don't have to give current information. The point is like, did you ever attend? Like that's the question. Like not where you live now.
My God.
Just say he's lying. I went to a couple of California Cal states. It's one system to get transcripts. SD is not special.
There you go. And jobs can call to verify. Exactly.
Thank you for being a member for 11 months, Yami Jackie. What up, peeps? Emotional support white woman here to make sure y'all know that Mrz Parker is better than Nova. Wow,
I am. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just saying that's how you know. You know.
Somebody kick Yami Jackie out.
It was changed, and it's very, very strict. If you are not alum, they're not gonna. It's just their student policy is to keep everybody safe, keep people from not having shootings on campus. San Diego State is a place where they push your education. They may not be big on sports all the time, but they want you to grow, progress. And everybody I know, I went to school with out there, Jennifer, Henry, my friends, like we all
More
have done
names. Who
well
the fuck is
because of what they
Jennifer?
taught
Who's
us.
Henry? Who the
But San
fuck
Diego
are these
State,
people?
yeah. But everybody I went to college with, yeah, they. The funny part about the story, I heard more from them, like because a lot of them at the time, like, hey, I told you not to marry that girl. But yeah, she
More
knew about it.
more people that told him not to marry her.
More of his college friends. Now he's got his San Diego college friends who were with him while he was playing sports for the college have told him he should not have married this woman. Get the fuck out. Who are these people? Where are they? Show me.
Right?
Okay.
Where are
He's
they?
just
I want
saying
to talk.
names. David, John, Jessica. Remember Jennifer, remember Victoria? Yeah. I went to
Camille,
college with all of them.
Camille with the hair. I go, okay.
Yeah. Now we gotta look for
She saw
Jennifer and Henry now. Get the fuck out of here.
Remember Henry with the 2 feet? Come on, you remember Henry?
He's like 5'2", 6'11", something like that. He wears a
I
ball
go,
cap.
light skin and chocolate skin. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, the one who's always over there in the building standing,
Sits down on occasion. Like, I guess. You know.
He's just implicating people that don't want shit to do with this. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
highlights, student pictures, me on all kind of stuff. But again, anything like
Where
Teresa's
are the
thing is
pictures of
anything
you
to
on
defame me, anything to make me look horrible. Yeah, I mean, I think she took everybody for a ride because she got paid from TikTok. She got Cashapp from people.
She said she didn't get paid from TikTok.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, unfortunately. She got some super thanks or super chats or whatever they do over there, a little bit of that shit,
Yeah,
but
she
yeah.
didn't get any pay because she's not part of the beta thing or the creator whatever the
Hmm.
other thing is called.
Who sent her money? People sent her on trips, all this other stuff, and now this other woman has come out and come forward and talk about how she took this story, and people have reached out and spoke to me, and now they find out she lied. Now, again, she'll probably make a video after this video and say, "Oh, he lied again." That's fine too. The only reason, like I said in the beginning of this video, I came here, I want people to leave my family alone. People I love alone.
So the only reason
Your
that is like
family wants you to
a
leave
big
them alone,
part
nigga.
of this
Right.
That's what it sounds
No.
like. Your family wants to be left alone. Shit.
Right.
story is because she said that you mentioned you were able to save up a lot of money from the arena football and
I did.
able to start your life. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I rode the bench proudly for that paycheck, and was able to finish paying for a little bit I owed for school. I was able to buy a very nice car, very nice house, and start my life off great. I mean, when you don't try to spend your money, like you'd be amazed.
Huh?
The way he keeps darting his head from side to side like a motherfucking peacock. Okay, this shit. He's doing the most. He is really just pulling shit out of his ass. I paid all my student loans. Bitch, you didn't go to college. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he said he didn't even finish the college. At first, his family was supposed to pay for it, and then he did whatever he did, and then he left.
And then he used his arena football money to pay off the school that his parents paid off for him. It don't make no sense.
Right. That's the whole reason why he got there late. It was because his parents couldn't pay for it at the time. I don't know whose house he's in Taco Tuesday. It looked like I don't know. By the looks of
it might be Peach's house. We don't know.
Yeah,
we just don't know. It's Peach's house. That's all we know.
The person Reesa Teesa snitched on.
Yes.
With the $40 hand jobs. Was it 40? Or was
At
it
the $40 hand job, something like that.
$40 hand jobs, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like, man, I used to shop for groceries in a dollar store out in California, like the Dollar Tree. Like I used to go there. I would go to like Save a Lot. I would do whatever I need to do to save that money because.
Oh shit! Randall Gary said, "Arena football money. There are no active scholarships for arena football." Right. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up because college football isn't the whole issue with college sports in general. Is that they don't get paid and the schools and they make a whole lot of money off the backs of these college students. They don't get paid anything. So what money?
Here's another one. I'm sorry, because y'all know I was just out there in California. Okay, I was in the Bay Area. I had to look this shit up real quick. I looked up Save a Lot in San Diego. Bitch, ain't no Save a Lots out there. So in my mind, I'm like, Save a Lots are on the East Coast and shit. Nigga, they don't go that far west. Okay, that's like no, you're lying again. You didn't even shop there. The fuck?
Barrow says so he didn't play. He was part of the team. He just said he rode the bench. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem like he played anything. Um, how much does Peaches charge to use her house to lie in the interview?
It's got to be a good deal. It's got to be a good deal.
Right? Notice how he say he was a bench warmer because he knows we all have eyes and can clearly see his physical state. They probably wanted to avoid that off top. No, college football players are starting to. Oh, are they? But it's only
Oh, that's cool.
$600.
Oh, that
That's
sucks.
trash.
I mean, I'm happy that they're
Especially
starting to
because,
get paid, but that's really fucked up.
especially when you consider the amount of damage that they do on their body during those years, and then expecting them to get into like the NBA and shit like that. It's
Hmm.
like that's a lot. Because didn't LeBron go straight to the NBA right,
I
like
believe
right out
so.
of high school? Okay.
I believe so, yeah. And Bridget and me on the same level. She was like, I was looking them up too. Like, bitch, I ain't never seen one. Let me tell you, I was like, Save a Lot. No, we don't have Save a Lots out there. No, that's not a thing. You need
Lie.
Smart and
I'm
Final.
gonna,
Liar.
I'm gonna need like a buzzer or some shit like that. That's what I'm gonna need. Some sort of something to be like lie. That is not what happened. Six hundred
Mm.
dollars won't even pay for a 4 year supply of red solo cups, right?
Any day in arena football might be your last day. And it's not the same. Contract's not set up the same. None of that. So again, I did the smart thing and saving money. And these two gentlemen I told you about before, save your money, save your money, save your money. And they were very instrumental in
Exactly.
telling me that. My father was still alive. So my father was like, yeah, save your money, you know, because tomorrow ain't promised to you. So make sure that you got something to fall back on because when it's over, it's over.
What did I say, Anstan? Did I say? I didn't say. Yeah, I said NBA, right? LeBron went into the NBA. I don't know.
I don't
And
know. We
for
don't
me,
know stuff about sports,
I probably
y'all.
still could have played, but I kind of outgrew it. I got tired of the hustle and bustle of it all. And I became more of a fan than the athlete. And at that point, it was time to do something else. And I did.
You said she's seen highlights and stuff like that from San Diego. Is that something you can share as far as like highlight or a picture of something that
Oh, thank you,
Thank
for
you.
the super prayer. Hey, Nova, I didn't know it was for Panda Sanctuary. That last one was just a joke, but I'm serious now for a good cause. Thank you, thank you, thank
Amen.
you.
Give Nova money so she can go pet a panda. I do think they let you pet baby pandas for a certain amount of money at some zoos. So if we
I
raise
would
enough
love
money, she
that.
might be able to pet a panda and
I
hopefully
would.
not get mauled.
in that you play? Because she's basically saying, hey, that never even happened.
So by this point, we're moving into May of 2021. Things are starting to reopen. One of the things that reopened was San Diego State. There was
Okay, this is actually a really good question. Thank you, Fork Sniffers Anonymous. I have questions. Reesa was talking like this guy was wasting away. Said that he could fit into size medium shirts. So is that an embellishment or how
Or
long
he
ago
could have
was
gained the weight. Yeah, so she did she when she was telling her story, this is like a year, 2 years ago for her.
it?
Right?
Okay, so do you
And
think he gained the weight or do you
I
think that
think
she
he
was
possibly
embellishing?
gained it back because apparently one of the girlfriends had came out and said that he had had a gastric bypass surgery, right? And remember when she said that he couldn't get in and out of the bed and all he was drinking was those fucking Gatorades. That's how he lost a shit ton of weight. She noticed something was wrong with him, like he's just losing an unnatural amount of weight. It could also be because another one of the girlfriends came out and said this motherfucker was doing pills. She found a shit ton of
Right.
pills, or was it Tisa? I think Tisa found the pills. Somebody had found the pills on it. And
She
so
said
he
she was
very
giving him
well,
her pills. Remember
well,
for
he
the
also
baby.
had some street
Oh
pills.
yeah.
Yeah, he had a baggie of street pills. So 9 times out of 10, this is my dark Parker theory. Motherfucker was taking the pills, not eating, because when you're on a shit ton of opiates, you really don't be thinking about food and shit. And he was strung the fuck out. I also think the person he was talking to every morning was his sponsor, because that's what a sponsor does.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Thank you, Yemi Jackie, for the super prayer. That's
He's just
true.
lying on
Hey,
everybody.
this guy would be charred if he wore a shot collar for every lie he told, or he'd
Woo.
just be dust either way. Liar. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Yami Jackie, for the super prayer.
Hmm. So
Um,
he was getting pills from Tisa from after she had the surgical situation. And then one of the other girlfriends was talking about how she had found pills on him. So yeah, we got 2 stories now with him on pills.
Yeah. Well, the because pills was the other woman too. Oh wow. So there's okay. So like you
Yeah.
said, there's another woman as well. Because we know she said she was giving him her pills too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Man, this guy's out here hustling pills from them too. Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
Instructions on how to request a transcript. I was able to try to request it online. You needed the student's name, and I believe you also need their
I
social.
don't know, Fork Snuff is anonymous. You ever seen my 600 pound life? They
I'm
be
saying
gaining
some
weight
people do be
quick.
blowing up. Yeah.
Or, if there's something else, well, what also, like on his TikTok, he has the whole HIV thing, which wouldn't that also make him lose a lot of weight? So
If he
somebody,
has it,
there's a
right?
lot of
Like, 'cause
lying going on.
I don't know if he even has it. I feel like he said that so that people would feel sorry because Tisa gave him HIV. That's what he was trying to say, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
hasn't really picked that shit back up again. So I think that was
Yeah,
just him trying to gain sympathy on some fuck shit. But if he did have the virus, yes, that can cause you to lose
that
weight.
would
Yes,
make you
it
lose
can.
a whole lot of weight.
Social. And when I typed it in, it said no results found. I asked Legion, "What's the deal about San Diego State?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Why is there no records of you there?" Just came right out and said it without missing a beat. This man said, "Well, I was a private citizen."
Mm.
What the fuck does that mean?
A lot of people, and
Exactly.
I was asked not to because this has brought a negative light on school. People who go there brought negative light on people I work with. Now, my brother, his job, my other brother, his job, my family, my aunts, my uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, children, everybody. So
what about the arena league? Do you have like a picture or something from there that
I told you before.
I hate you, BGTV. I'm not saying this because I know
Shout
that
out
you.
to Nova. Shout out to Nova's new business. She's sucking meat raw butchery. Come on
Thank
down to
you,
the Bronx if you need your meat sucked raw.
thank you, BGTV, for the super prayer. You ain't get me this time. I know exactly what you're trying to do.
Before when I talked to the owner of the team, he asked me, "Hey, because you got fans returning tickets because of this stuff with Teresa, I'm not gonna stop another football player from eating." I was asked not to, and then legally, I had to sign paperwork that I wouldn't.
what like disclose like the
What?
teams you were on?
I was asked not to because you had people. It wouldn't have gotten that far, but you had people, and as it was told to me, you got people who jumped on and said, "Oh, it's going to be a Tubi movie. Oh, it's going to be Netflix. It's going to be this. It's going to be that." And that's not true. But the point is, you got people, you got owners of a team. I'm not going to be portrayed in a bad light, and they don't want to be. You
What?
see what I'm saying? So that means they got
Hold
to
on,
answer
wait.
questions, and
Wait. Wait. So he's telling us that since this story broke, San Diego has now the college has contacted him and made him sign an NDA. So he
Yeah,
can't talk about nothing because it's gonna be a movie.
which I mean,
That don't make a lick of sense. What the
no,
fuck are
but
we doing?
it doesn't. Right, Randall? Yeah, that doesn't. BGL, yeah, did you know Tubi is owned by Fox apparently?
I did not, but it makes sense.
It does. I'm so mad, but I mean, I'm still gonna watch Tubi. They got
I'm
like
saying,
the
yes, the
fucking best
shittiest.
worst
I'm still
movies.
waiting for this what's his name? Benzino movie. Me and my brother-in-law been looking for that shit. Wait. They said I
Mhm.
found an article that said it's gonna get re-released because Benzino said that it wasn't edited properly. So it should not have been released. So they're gonna re-release it sometime this year. And yes, I'm on it. I'm so
That'll be a
excited.
lot of fun. Yeah, we
Yes.
definitely gotta watch that.
I can't
Not
wait to
too.
see the remake.
Yeah, right. He posted a video saying he was taking a break from filming for the Netflix. I gotta go back to his page and grab some more stuff.
Oh my god.
again, it took me so long
I
to
gotta actually upload that video that I made. I'll do that today.
do a response video because I had people come to me and say, not just you, some other people say to me, "Hey, let me get your side of the story," but they weren't credible. A digital creator. No, we're not. You're not telling the truth. I had to look you up before we did this to see. I had a cousin offer me to do something, but I'm like, nah, you might be in it for money too. And that's not the case. I'm not here for money. If I make money off this video, okay, but I'm here because again, I want my family left alone. Money is not my issue.
So from that transition, do you like, was it a certain amount that you saved that you would disclose or no?
No, I'm not going to disclose how much I saved. I saved enough to get the springboard into life because after I stopped, I was 6 months without a job and I was good every day. And I was able to buy, finish paying off the house out there and do a lot of stuff, go on vacation. I got a job and I enjoy it.
Huh?
He talked about he had to look into people to make sure he got a credible interviewer. This dude is a baby channel. Like, I mean, he's better than our channels, but he's still like a baby channel. It's not like he's talking to the Young Turks or some shit. Come on. That don't make sense.
I don't even think it's like, I think like he legit. Hold on, I'm gonna look him up real quick. What is his name?
Wavy something. Simply Wavy or something Wavy.
Yeah, there you go. Simply Wavy. Let me see. I have the link in the thing, but let me see something.
I mean, he has a good channel, but
and I'm it's not to shit on him, but it's to show like this guy's bullshit. Simply Wavy. Let me look at. I don't know, because I don't know if he's done other interviews.
Simply Wavy has 6,000 subscribers. So you're not about to sit here and tell me that he's a credible interviewer. He's a YouTuber, right? Like he's a YouTuber. He's made some really nice videos. I'm looking at his videos here. None of his videos are this long. All of his videos, the longest one is like 12 minutes long.
Yeah. I'm looking at it too. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? That makes no sense. This is his first technical interview.
Right. And again, there's no shot to this guy.
Yeah.
But is more of a, you're full of
the
shit.
The lies this motherfucker's telling.
Right, exactly.
I enjoyed that job to the point where it became a career.
Well, I think Stan, what he was wanting to do is find a channel that was small enough that he could
leverage.
Exactly, that he can leverage. Oh, well, that would be kind of cool with me because they need the numbers that's going to come from this. And so he could tell his lies without much pushback.
A career, and I loved it every day.
For him to say that he appreciates law enforcement so much, it was obviously a lie, because the criminal history showed that he had been arrested for criminal trespassing. He had been arrested for like suspended license, suspended registration. But the big thing was impersonating an officer. If you don't know anything about impersonating an officer, it is a felony. Period. Point blank. As sure as Peachtree runs from Bankhead to Buckhead, it is a felony. So seeing what court it was in, I did another open records request for the incident report. I wanted to know exactly what the circumstances were, especially given the fact that I worked in law enforcement at the time. What were the circumstances as to how he was arrested for impersonating an officer? So I did an open records request. I got the incident report and
music.
I'm tired of saying my jaw hit the floor, but on this one, my jaw hit the fucking floor.
You said that your current girlfriend had did the background check. So the weekend jail in the story, was that a thing?
That was a friend of mine that used my license, and he had to do it, not me. And I took him because he did not have a car. So I would drop him off.
Get out of here.
So you let your friend
use your social? That don't even make sense because you're booked under your social and your name. So you're telling me your homeboy, your homeboy got a whole felony under your name and you taking him back and forth to jail? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't have not one friend that I would catch a felony for.
No, you ain't about to put a felony on my fucking name because we cool. The hell are you talking about? That don't even make sense. Oh, that was the homie. That wasn't really me. That don't make sense.
Right.
Why would it show? Oh my God, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got thirsty on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, right? You saw him take a swig of that water? There ain't nothing else in there. There ain't even water in there.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I ain't got not one friend that I would catch a felony for.
Not one.
I would only do it for my kid if there's certain circumstances, but then there are others that be like, nah, you gotta go to jail, bro. I love you, but you gotta go in there because you did this. And then there are other things I'm like, you know what? I might take that. You know what I mean?
I might take a shoplifting for you. You know what I mean? I might take a shoplifting for you.
Like
Me and my kid is out.
Like a firearm. I would
a possession.
that. Yeah.
I might take, especially for my kid.
Right.
especially for my kid. I don't want your life fucked up. Yeah, that's my gun. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Cool beans. I might
Right.
even take a crack
But if
bag.
you,
You out here
yeah.
slinging and you get
Mm-hmm.
pulled over. We in the car. They be like, whose bags are those? Those are my bags.
That's
You know what I
mine.
mean?
Yup.
I got you because you my baby. But you impersonating a police officer, you're going to jail.
Right.
I'll put money on your books. You know what I
Or
mean? I
another
got
like,
you.
or another like crime, like rape or something. One
Yeah.
of those things. Yeah, you gotta go. You
Yeah.
gotta go
You
in the
gotta
jail.
go.
You gotta go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ruining my whole life.
Yeah. That's that's nuts.
Mm.
But not for a friend. Certainly not for a friend.
And now we're blaming somebody else. Now we done implicated somebody else.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is, but I bet he mad too. You done threw all your friends under the bus. This is some fuck shit.
The jail he had to go to, you couldn't leave your car. So I would get off work, drive him off, pick him up Sunday, 6:00.
So that's what the receipts or whatever those things were in the bag. That's from him.
Yeah, and that one, he used to come to my house and dry clothes and wash clothes, and he left his bag, and that was all it was in. It was a folder with that stuff because he had to prove that to his job that I can't work weekends and I'm in weekend jail. That's it.
As far as the
Why would he be leaving
like
it with
impersonating the officer story.
Yeah.
That don't even that makes even less sense. Why would he be leaving his important ass documents with you? Don't he need to take him to his job?
Right.
Don't he need that? Like the fuck? Where does he
Yeah, that don't
live?
make sense.
Like where the fuck does he live to where he needs to put his shit at your house?
Oh, that's my homies. What? Why is it there? Well, there's so many more questions.
Oh my god.
He's just like,
Oh.
I don't even like the person speaking here, and the which I mean is the intention of like a narcissistic person, right?
Yes.
Is to make you like completely second guess everything. But the person who's speaking here versus who Reesa Teesa explained, it's like
Exactly.
he has no knowledge of half of the shit that's being brought up. Just like, okay,
Exactly.
bro, like you're either she's completely out of her mind, which I don't believe, or
Exactly.
you're just lying
Yeah, it just doesn't make
blatantly.
sense. Like the paperwork has your name on it, right? Like you can see, like when you get those weekend jail shit, like it's your name. You have a
Right.
name. It has your inmate number, all of that. Like it's not like hard to. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Right? Is he interviewed?
From
Is he
heaven, yes, he
interviewing
died because he died. These lies got him dead.
Story. Um,
That's something she got. That's something she got. That's something that happened with D, and she just used that. That's not me. Never
so
did
that's
that.
not you either.
Nope.
Okay, because that Tashawn guy had said the same thing.
You know, he done been in trouble a few times. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I had not yet gone online into the court system to see what type of trouble he's been in. And so he explained to me, he was like, just run his criminal history and you'll see it for yourself. He said, because I don't know all the charges, but run his criminal history.
There's certain family members, admittedly, that I don't deal with.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people, and they're going to hear this and probably have a problem, but I don't have to lie. Again, there's a lot of people on my mom's side of the family that I absolutely just don't deal with.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people on my mom's side of the family I do deal with. I got a cousin that called me up, and he was like, I'll do a video with you and help you out. And he really trying to help. Like, but he my little cousin, he cool. He always been the same dude.
Right.
I can tell you from a little kid to a grown man, he always been the same dude. I joke and call him Cool Breeze because, I mean, I'm telling you, he can come into a room and be, you good?
Excessive detail for
and
nothing.
Just that kind of family member.
Huh?
I said, okay, he's adding excessive detail for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, first he says, I don't have to lie to you. Off top, we know you're lying to us. Anybody who starts a conversation with that, you lying
Trust
to
me, you know me. No, I don't.
You know, I ain't got to lie to you about this. Why would I lie about this?
Right.
Then he's like, there's a bunch of people in my family I don't fuck with. Right there's another red flag. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everyone in this situation is a problem, but your red flags go up when somebody tells you they don't fuck with their family at all. Something happened.
Like none of them.
You know what I mean? Yeah, something happened. Like there's a reason I don't fuck with my mom. That period. Motherfuckers know. My mother, my dad, I don't fuck with them. He's dead. I don't fuck with them. That's because of the shit I went through as a child. Don't talk to me. Don't reach out to me. Nothing. Okay? But what we have here is your family calling your exes and informing them to stay away from you. there is a
Right.
problem, right? Like there is a
Right.
fucking
Right.
problem here.
Because there are people who don't fuck with their family because, like, abuse
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff like that. That
situations.
makes sense. But, like, they usually don't deal with you at all, or you don't deal with them at all.
Exactly.
But these people are reaching out to be like, yeah, he's a liar, and
Yes,
that and the thing is, like, he's not lying about them, and they're saying he's a liar. He's lying about other people, and they're like, nah, he's a liar. Like, this is what he does.
yeah.
So it's
Anything he
not even
says
like
is a lie.
they ain't really even got a horse in the race. You know what I mean? They're
Mm.
just stepping out to be like, no, this is part of his character. What up, Jojo? Insomnia Owl said, flowers to the beautiful host. Well, thank you,
Thank
Insomnia
you.
Owl. Thank you, thank you. Um, he's not good at lying.
No.
Warning outsiders is the biggest red flag. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, cut a part of my family off for about 2 years. They're gonna have to find out something special happening to other people's Facebook. Yeah,
Exactly. Sometimes
yeah.
that you got to. And it seems like
Hmm.
he's that family member motherfuckers cut off. You know what I mean? Like you the one that everybody gotta stop fucking with. Like we ain't nobody
Yeah,
fucking with Rome no more. Rome is on that fuck shit.
right.
That's why you don't fuck with him. You ain't invited to the holiday parties. Get the fuck out of here.
Randall said, I'm in a similar boat with my biological father. Dude would rather chase women and
Hmm.
booze than honor his commitment. So I said, fuck that noise and cut him out of my life.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that 100%. But it's usually the choice of the person be like, that family is toxic. They're like, no, he's toxic.
Exactly. We had to cut him out. Like this goddamn.
Remember, if I ever wanted to call him and say anything to him, talk to him, ask him, he always just been that dude. He a married man, love his kids. He a good dude. Like I said, I got nothing against him because he's
Unnecessary
one of the people in
details.
my family that he might be younger than me,
Evan?
I said unnecessary details.
Yeah,
None
yep.
none of this
but I
helps
can
his
tell
story.
None of it. Hmm.
you right now, dude is wise as the old owl.
Mm.
He know what I'm
What's
talking
that
about because we
mean?
just talked today on the phone, and he offered, let me do the video with you. You get this money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't in it for the money though. And the way they spinning it, like I'm this horrible person, Legion, Lord, you narcissistic. I, how many times I'm wrong a day? Like most of the day, I'm wrong all day
Oh
long. Like
shit,
I
there's
let
a
her,
bitch in the
like even
room.
Yeah, that's his
Oh shit.
girlfriend.
Is
That's the
that
chick.
Peaches? Oh no.
But
Oh
that's the
shit.
chick that he said it's a soulmate or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
We
on the
gotta
peace
find
pipe.
her. We gotta find
Hmm.
her.
even on the man in a relationship, I allow her to leave because I don't know. I think I'm good at being wrong, but I don't mind because you got somebody standing beside you that will, and I trust her enough that if I don't know, she know. I'm a man who I can admit that I'll fall short somewhere, and she'll pick up. She's smarter than me anyway, and I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. As long as one of us know, that's cool. I'm gonna start calling her Google because stuff I don't know, I just be like,
Okay, you see, what was the original question? I can't remember it.
I don't even remember. That's what I'm saying. This nigga's just talking us in circles, homie. Like it's wild. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh my
Don't
god.
remember the original question, and that is what narcissists do.
Do to you. Yes, they have
We
you double thinking yourself.
right. He's like, wait, what the fuck was he answering? Okay, I guess, I guess she's cool back there. I don't even know why she came into the situation.
Exactly.
hey, or Siri.
So he pulls up. It's only been a week since I last saw him. It has been months since my aunt saw him. Okay. She had no idea of the condition that he was in. Again, I'm telling y'all, when I met him, when he met my family, he was like a size 3X. In just a short span of time for a week, he easily could have been in an extra large, maybe even a large.
All right, so I think we're gonna end it there because we're almost at 2 hours.
Oh
Um,
shit.
everybody, and we still got an hour and a half to go on this. So
Tasty.
we will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to
He
go
gets to
over.
answer why he was wasting away, and y'all all know he gonna say he wasn't losing no weight, and then we gonna get into the piss bottles because I'm so excited.
Exactly. If you don't know, BGTV is premiering a video, so go head over to his channel
Tell him
and
he ain't
show
shit.
Yeah, tell him he ain't shit and put cake farts in the chat for him from the biddies, and we will see y'all over there because I'll be in the chat over there as
Yes.
well. But so I hope all of y'all is hope all of y'all have a good day. Miss Parker, you doing anything later?
I might be able to do a stream a little later, but after this, I got a play date with my little baby Bruce Willis over here. He's been waiting
Hey, baby
patiently.
Willis.
Yeah, little baby Bruce Willis. So I think we're constructing a city today. We got some cars and shit. We're about to demolish some things. We're building, or we might go on an adventure and kill some monsters in the backyard. I don't know. We got shit to do.
Sounds like
It's big
fun.
shit.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a good day. Yeah, I got, I gotta do my Oh, I bought a mini stepper. Do y'all know what that is? It's like a stepper that, but like, without it's not the whole apparatus like you can put in your room and shit.
Oh,
And
okay.
the resistance on that is a motherfucker. So I'll probably get on there and fuck up
Oh,
my
getting that
hands.
ass tight. Go on in, girl. Go on in.
I everybody have a good day, and yeah, thank y'all for coming out, and thank you for
Yes,
everyone
thank you
who
guys.
definitely show love and bought
All the member
memberships and all
subscriptions
the
and yeah, y'all are
donos.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you. Have a good one. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we talking? Are we spanking? Are we talking? Are we spanking? Are we talking? Are we spanking? Are we talking? Are we spanking?
Damn.